Hey you guys, what's up? This is the Anime Blaze coming to you with another video. With this particular video, I want to give you guys the first impressions and uh, episode review. Yeah, I know I said before I don't do episode reviews, but I'm probably not going to do this too often. Um, I don't know. I'll just see how it goes with this particular show anyway. Yeah, so just recently, literally a few minutes ago, I finished watching the first episode of Appleseed 13 that Funimation just put out. And, I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm pretty much, I guess sci-fi kind of not man, but a sci-fi kind of nerd kind of guy. I love anything sci-fi based, especially from Shiro Masamune, the guy who created Ghost in the Shell, Appleseed, and a whole bunch of other stuff, which is what I'm going to be talking about, Appleseed 13. Um, Now, I'll probably go into different parts of the episode and everything as soon as I get my initial impressions and stuff out the way. All right, so initially knowing that this was Appleseed, I expected top of the line animation, top notch quality animation, but something along the lines of the first movie and the second movie. But let me kind of tell you what exactly happened. The For me, the animation quality was a little bit under par of what I expected. I know I could. The reason I think it was is because I mean it's a 13 episode show. You don't really want to use too much of your budget trying to go in with CG. I mean that's the main thing that everybody pretty much probably watched this for in the first place. I was just eager to see that. I was like CG for 13 episodes. That's pretty cool. I didn't expect anything like that. So uh, yeah, I mean, CG was the main thing that I caught my attention. I was like, oh, so they're planning to do this in CG instead of like animation kind of thing. I was like, okay, we'll see how it goes. But the animation quality was really under par of what I expected. I know you don't want to waste your money, all your money on CG and everything, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen the Asylum session. I'm pretty sure I have a review of it. I might redo it at some point in time because this review is pretty like old when I had done this, but um, it's pretty much the animation quality of the Asylum session. It, but just a little bit better. The Asylum session CG was like it looked like it wanted to be 3D, but at the same time it wanted to be like animated like a regular anime show. So I had no idea what was going on. I kind of got that vibe just a little bit from the backgrounds of Appleseed 13, like the environments and everything. Some of it just didn't look right. I mean, it kind of didn't feel like it fit into place. That's just me. Um, you know, and then there was certain parts where characters would be talking. I think it was specifically with I think the leader of Olympus that they were talking to, or she was having a conversation, and it just looked so odd. It just looked out of place. I mean, I'm not a huge animation kind of person. I mean, I'm not the kind of person to uh, underrate a show because of animation, but some of the scenes in this show just kind of looked out of place. But for the most part, for like other scenes such as fighting, with gunfights, going in and carrying out missions, those were perfectly fine. Uh, well, almost perfectly fine. But it's for the most part, it was pretty good. Animation quality is pretty good, except for some parts where it looked like it wanted to be, like in the backgrounds, kind of looked a little bit too much like plain anime-ish kind of drawn. But again, I understand because you don't want to waste all of your budget on animation, especially with the CGI kind of show. CGI is probably way more expensive than just regular hand-drawn anime and everything. But enough talking about animation. Let's get started with the storyline. And I don't know what happened with the storyline. I don't know if this is supposed to take place like before the Appleseed movies, or if it's supposed to take place. I mean, it's got to take place someplace before because the main character, or one of the main characters, Duna Newt, is it seems everyone's calling her a rookie because she just now joined Eastwater or something like that. Apparently, it's the vibe I'm getting. And then you got the whole cast. Briarios, the guy who has the hecaton carrier. cyborg suit. It's top of the line. Not too many people can actually carry that kind of thing. But anyway, with their mission, what they're currently doing, they're just carrying out missions like they normally do. But apparently, there's a new organization called the Human Liberation Front, apparently, but undercover, like under all the stuff they post out and everything like that, they're really actually a terrorist organization called the Argonauts. And I'm guessing that this has something to do with Greek mythology, considering that the show takes place in Olympus, but or the series anyway, takes place in Olympus. And pretty much, Dunan goes in, does what she normally does, head first. But in this, you can really tell that she's more of a rookie than what she was in the Appleseed movies, because almost everything she does is like even more reckless than what it would normally be. I mean, in the movies, she was like she jumped head first, but she was actually prepared for anything that might happen. But in this series so far, I'm guessing it doesn't seem that way. But yeah, this the episode pretty much gives you a little bit of the background on some of the characters. I don't know how accurate it is, but I'd have to read the manga for Appleseed again just to be able to tell you how accurate it is. But matter of fact, I probably will do that eventually. But yeah, this episode was pretty good. Um, what happened? Let's see. They go in. They tell them towards the end of the episode, the more important part of the episode. They tell them these are some people of this organization. We dead men don't talk. Capture them all alive. And they're just about to complete the mission, and Briarios is about to grab the guy who he needs to capture. But a guy jumps down from like the through the roof or something, like smacks Briarios and like shoots the crap out of him, and pretty much kills everybody else in the room too. And the thing is that everybody before had pretty much thought that Briarios was the only person that could operate the Hecaton carrier kind of suit or a cyborg body. But it turns out apparently there's another guy who can do the same thing. We don't know too much as to who this guy is or what's going on, but we know he's a person who can operate the same kind of cybernetic body that Briarios can, which is kind of it's pretty cool if you ask me. Because so far in the series, it seemed like they made him like the most exclusive kind of carrier, but now like the most exclusive kind of person or character. But now there's somebody that's like evenly matched with Briarios. I just want to see how this is going to turn out. Guarantee this is going to be like some kind of epic battle or something like that throughout the rest of the series, or them trying to figure out who this guy is. And so yeah, later on, Dunan shows up, sees Briarios, tells her to go, and she goes chasing after the guy, starts shooting him. She finds out that this is some kind of weird armor that she can't shoot through, and she gets ready to shoot him, but he tosses I guess some kind of diplomat from Poseidon at her. But she catches him and kind of just lets the guy get away, not purposely, of course, but you got to do what you got to do. The guy just kind of slips out of her hands at the last minute. And yeah, this this episode was really really good as far as like action stuff goes. And I will be saying this. I will be checking out the I guess episode 2 and a couple of other things. Again, like I said, I know the series is already out on like pretty much like every streaming website out there, but I don't care. Uh, Appleseed is pretty much it's one of those shows to me that I really wanted to wait for, and I wanted to watch it when they got the official release for it and all that stuff. So I watched it when Funimation put it out, and I'm pretty much good with what I saw. Uh, Again, I'm not a huge animation kind of person. Animation didn't really matter anything to me besides the backgrounds. And a couple of scenes with the characters were questionable, but other than that, I was pretty much content. Um, Expect me to do an episode review of at least episode 2 whenever I get a chance to watch it. And yeah, Appleseed for the win. It's great, great sci-fi action brought to life with CGI. The only way I think that it really could have been brought to life. And yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Check out the movies, the series, whatever. It doesn't really matter what you start with, really, but Yeah, just check out the series, guys. It's really, really good. So with that being said, this is the Anime Blaze signing out, saying never doubt your capabilities because you never know what you might be able to do. And I'll catch you guys later, and whatever it may be happening that I'm happening to do. See ya.